The Hemp House. Locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
Local 3's news and weather apps take us with you everywhere.
You know, there are so many organizations in town here in Chattanooga that do a lot of work to kind of further the next generation's ability to be supported and find vibrant careers here. One of those happens to be the Hamilton County Medical Society. Ray Bond, you can't have a conversation about the Medical Society and not have Ray Bond on the show. But for a few years now, they got together and said, you know what, we need to give high school students, college students an opportunity to really see for themselves what it might be like to be a doctor. So you've put a program in place to let them experience that.
Yep, we call it Future Docs, and we have two programs, one for high school students, rising seniors, and those who've just graduated, and that's a Youth Leadership Forum on Medicine. And then in July, we have a program for college students called Medical Explorations, and that's a couple weeks with intense shadowing opportunities in a variety of specialties to really help students in college kind of hone in on what area they might be most interested in.
Let's talk the high school part of it for just a minute.
Yes.
That's the Future Docs. Is that right?
Right.
And you call that a forum. It's like a week-long
It's
forum?
a week-long program, and half of each day the students, it's for high school students, and half of each day students spend in kind of discussions, didactic sessions with a variety of physicians and other people in healthcare. And then half of each day they get to shadow a physician in a different field. So we usually have around 25 students. It's a competitive program. And so students apply, and we try to get a diverse range of students throughout the region. But the shadowing experience really helps them see hands-on what it would mean to be a doctor, what kinds of things do doctors actually do, what are some of the pressures, what's the environment in general. And so we've had over 400 students complete the program.
Wow.
And some of those students are now physicians, or in medical school residency, or have pursued other health professions. So it's really exciting to see the long-term impact.
In the course of that week, when you mentioned that part of their day is in this discussion and then part of it is at the shadowing, are they shadowing a different doctor each day?
Each student shadows a different doctor each day.
Okay.
And
that's a broad experience.
It
scope,
is.
then.
We try to get them to have one primary care experience. Some students are interested in pharmacy, so sometimes we're able to set up shadowing opportunities on pharmacy. Pediatricians are always popular to view because they're really fun. I think it's got to be kind of fun to be a pediatrician. But it's really a wonderful experience for the students.
And how much does this mean then to the doctors in town to be able to be a part of this?
You know, I think for some doctors, medicine is challenging. There are, especially over the last few years with all of the pandemic and everything, it's been really difficult. And I think a lot of doctors say this kind of helps me remember the excitement that led me into a career in medicine in the first place. So I think it's been a really meaningful experience for the doctors to kind of connect with young people.
So you mentioned the competitive nature of this program. So on the high school side of it, that deadline application's kind of looming.
It's very close. It's the 25th of this week.
What are you looking for?
You know, we try to get students from a variety of backgrounds because we think that makes it the whole program even more interesting for them. Students are asked to get a recommendation from a teacher, a principal. Sometimes they'll have a recommendation from their personal physician who knows that they're interested in this and they will recommend. So we want to get a good array of kids, and we also want to let them, connect with people from different communities because we think that also adds to the richness of the experience.
So if they're coming in from these different communities, where are they going to be for that week? Are they going home? Are they living in a dorm?
Yes, it's really within driving distance of our community. Most of our students are from Hamilton County. We've had students from directly surrounding counties in the past.
And they're meeting where?
Well, every day it's different. So as they register and accepted, we'll give them details. We'll meet one day at Erlanger, one day at Park Ridge, one day at Memorial. And then I think this year we're going to go back to Erlanger for a panel with the medical students and residents. We'll get to talk because they're close in proximity for age.
Okay, so that's the high school side of it.
Yep.
If you're a student in college or even going into college, maybe like a high school graduate going into college? Or?
We usually will give a slight preference to students who actually have started college.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes,
And
that's
their
fair.
program looks like what? That one happens in July.
It's very similar. It has fewer of the lecture components, but students might spend 2 days shadowing a pediatrician or 2 days shadowing an obstetrician. So that's sort of designed based on the students' interests and preferences. But it's basically 2 full weeks of shadowing physicians all day.
It's a 2 weeks program.
2-week program.
You know, I think it's really good that you do the one in college because you change so much. Who you are at 16 and who
do.
you are at 21, totally different.
You absolutely do.
And you could have even, there's one doctor I'm thinking of in town, and if he hears me, he'll know I'm talking about him, but I won't say his name. But he was a firefighter.
Yeah.
And then decided he wanted to become
Yeah.
a physician. And it's never too late.
It's never too late. And we have the program, the doctor who helped us start this program is Mark Brzezinski.
Oh, yeah.
And he was training to be a classical pianist. And then one summer, and he did a lot of performance as a youth. And then one summer, his neighbor was a doctor and said, "Come with me." And he got to see surgery, and it changed his whole life.
Right.
And so he understood the importance of mentorship. And so that was kind of led him to start this program with us.
I think also so much of being a successful doctor has to be having the determination to do it, first of all.
Absolutely.
But having a heart to
Yes.
serve.
Yes.
So maybe you weren't the best student in high school, but college pulled your act together. Come and be a part of
Absolutely.
this, right?
Absolutely.
So the deadline for that one is not until the end of May.
It's not until, yes, the deadline is in May,
Okay.
the end of May. And the deadline for the youth leadership program is the 25th. So you've just got a couple days.
Let us share then that website with you. It's a rainy day. Why not spend your time going online and doing it?
Exactly.
Chatmd.org, and then it's the Future Docs program that you're looking
Yes.
for. There are the dates for that one.
Yep.
And then again, those 2 weeks in July for the one for the college students. Thank you so much,
Excellent.
Ray.
Thanks for having us.
You trust Local 3 Storm Alert Chief Meteorologist David Carnes for accurate forecasts, local